Hello everybody, and welcome back to 5 Minute Crypto, the channel where we cover the most important crypto news in just 5 minutes, back again with another crypto update. And today we just have 3 important things to discuss: the ECB, the Fed, and inflation. So starting it off, Christine Lagarde, the head of the ECB, basically explained over on Twitter and via the official ECB channel that they are working a little bit more heavily towards a Europe Cbdc. We have decided to move a gear up and start the investigation phase of the digital euro project. In the digital age, people and firms should continue to have access to the safest form of money, central bank money. And the thread reads, "We have decided to launch a project to prepare for possibly issuing a digital euro. We will look at how a digital euro could be designed and distributed to everyone in the euro area, as well as the impact it would have. Our experimental work has already allowed us to identify possible ways to protect privacy. It has also shown that the energy needs of the infrastructure would be negligible compared with the energy consumption and environmental footprint of crypto assets such as Bitcoin." Now, this specific point here is very debatable, as the environmental footprint of crypto assets is extremely broad. If you, for example, compare some crypto assets to how much electricity the dollar costs, let's not talk about electricity, let's call about environmental footprint. It's a difficult discussion to have, but maybe versus Bitcoin, it can be extremely cheap. That could be. A digital euro will be successful if it adds value for people, merchants, and financial intermediaries in the euro area, says executive board member Fabio Panetta, explaining the latest decision in the ECB blog, which we checked out on the Cbdc channel, but this is good enough to know for now. Then on Twitter and in a couple other places, I already shared this, but breaking news. Fed's Jerome Powell says, "You wouldn't need stablecoins, you wouldn't need cryptocurrencies if you had a digital US currency." Now, this obviously is a little bit akin to what she of the ECB, basically Christine Lagarde, said, where they consider that to be the safest form of money. They consider it to be the thing you would want to have in comparison to all the others, which again is just really not completely true. People have different opinions, people have different preferences. One of the other things he said, however, I have in a screenshot here because I watched his entire freaking talk on CNBC. It said, breaking news, Powell, and this is from 6 p.m. Dutch time, so it's already a couple of hours ago. Powell said, "We expect to publish digital currency report in September." So there's a new official Fed document or digital currency report coming out in September. We have no idea what's going to be inside of it, but it's important to understand that. Right? It's important to understand they are working on it, they are thinking about it, and well, pretty soon here we're going to see something. And then Tim Draper, important little part. He said, "Just saw the news. Inflation. Are any of us surprised? Governments print more dollars, so the other ones are worth less. Happy to be a Bitcoin hodler, the best inflation hedge." And to be honest with you, I would say that that does kind of summarize the opposition towards these ideas. I mean, with a digital euro, a digital dollar, we are, theoretically speaking, not really fixing any problem for the consumer, right? If you're afraid of inflation, inflation is not going anywhere because they'll make it there. They're making their problem to keep inflation there, as inflation is a thing which you need in the economy anyway. So you can't really get rid of it at all anyway. Now, for dollar inflation, oh no, my wisdom tooth has a little, whatever. Let's not talk about that one for right now. Different discussion for a different day. The entire debacle of inflation is not going away with any digital dollar and digital euro or anything like that. Bitcoin is one of the best hedges, like gold and like a couple of others, and there's really no way around it than going for them, so to speak. They're like, what I mean with that is, if you're going for a stable coin, you don't have an inflation hedge, because it's a stable coin, it would just be the exact same value. So if it's, for example, a dollar stable coin, or even the US legal tender, the Cbdc, it will always become worth less unless they find a way to make their Cbdc in such a manner that it's actually inflation resistant or even deflationary. I don't think so, though. I think it's just going to be another layer of BS, another layer of you losing money to the big guys, and the big guys finding some ways to not lose money. But the problem basically continues and recycles itself every single time. But all right. That was it for today's video. Only 3 little small subjects, but still an important one. Hopefully you enjoyed it though. If you did, make sure you press the like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys again in another one.